Hello viewers, welcome to ICT Kenya. In this tutorial, I'm going to guide you on how you can create a database and manipulate its records, and we're going to use Microsoft Access software. So we are given a case study whereby we have a company by the name Kwetu Motors, and it sells motor vehicles to customers all over the country. So the task is create a database named Kwetu Motors with the following three tables. We have a table by name stock table, another one for sales details, and another table for customer details. And below are the respective fields for each table. So what we're going to do is we will create three tables and set appropriate primary keys for each. Then from there we shall create relationship among the tables. Then after that we generate forms which will be used to enter data. After that we'll be able to set a validation rule such that you cannot enter a quantity which is less than 0 or greater than 10. I shall show you how. And then from there, now we shall use the three forms created above to enter the data. And this is the data in the tables, you can see it. Then from that point, we will be able to create queries, and this query will be able to filter vehicles costing more than 1.5 million and are manufactured in Germany. I shall show you how to apply that and select query. Then another query which will filter out all vehicles sold in the year 2023. Then from there we shall create a report, and this report will display total sales amount, and then finally show you how you're going to print all of them. So if you watch till the end, by the end you'll be able to do all of this like a pro. Welcome, and let's start. So as we start, create a database named Kwetu Motors. This is the name, Kwetu Motors, with the following three tables. So this is how you create database using Microsoft Access. Right click on the working space and then go to new and select this one here. Then you're going to type the name like this, and in case you can see this extension in your computer, don't remove it, otherwise you'll corrupt the file. So since I don't want to corrupt my file accidentally, I can hide my extension by going to view, then show, and I check this and check this one here. So now I have Kwetu Motors. So opening Kwetu Motors, this is what we have. And now the next step is creating the tables. So question A is, for each of the tables above, set appropriate primary keys as well as data types 5 marks. Table 1 is stock table. So go to create table design, and then we start typing the field names, VIC, then CD, then we have model, description, we have country of manufacture, we have year of manufacture, and they are all in camel case. We have the cost, then we have quantity. Now to know the primary key, we check the tables here. Here, stock table, we have vehicle ID, and in sales table we have vehicle ID, and that means automatically the vehicle ID here has been used as foreign key, and foreign key is usually a primary key of another table, and automatically this is our primary key. So that's how you set primary key. Then from there, determining the data type, you check the type of data in each column. For example, M001, as long as there's a combination of characters of numeric and alphanumeric characters, the text will be short text. Alfa Romeo is a short text, German short text, and year is a number. Year of manufacture is a number. The cost will also be a number, or even currency, any of the two is okay. So currency, and then we have quantity, which is also a number. From there, again we are supposed to check the correct name of the table. It is stock. I'll just copy it, and then I save here as stock. Sorry. Done with table 1. Table 2, you do the same. Table 2 is a sales details table, and here we have invoice, number, vehicle ID, sale date, and customer. For this case, primary key will be invoice number, and here you can see it. The invoice are different, invoice 01 up to 04. Therefore, we're going to right click the invoice number and set it as primary key. Then for the rest, we have sales date. Sales date has been written as a normal date, so it is day/time. Then we have the customer as short text, and then we save this one as, should be saved as sales details. That's okay. To that table, the required fields are ID number, customer name, date of birth, and telephone number. Now let us check the correct data types for the customer table. ID number can be a number or short text, so we're going to set it as a number for this case. Customer name will be text. Date of birth is date/time. A telephone number cannot be a number because of these zeros, the leading zeros. They can only be applied if we set it as telephone as a short text. Now in the next case, ID number here is automatically the primary key. And we are done with that table. Let us check the correct name. The name is customer details. And then we're going to click OK to save. And then we shall have answered the question 1, which is about 5 marks. So question next is, create relationship among the tables and enforce referential integrity. Now go to create database tools and then click relationships. Double click each table here and add all of them, and then close. Ensure you have the 3 tables well spaced like this. Now which field is related to other one? Customer ID is the primary key here. Do we have another occurrence of customer ID anywhere else here? Exactly, here is it. We have customer here who bought the car. So we are going to link this primary key with this foreign key and enforce referential integrity. Actually, you should make sure that the customer ID, okay, you are supposed to make sure that the data type is equal, the same. For example, here in customer table, data type was a number. So that means you're also supposed to make sure here the customer ID here is also a number. We set it as short text, that's a mistake. So here is a number. Then save it, close, and make sure you save the changes in this relationship. So right click and save. Try to link again. Enforce referential integrity. Cascade updated related record and cascade delete related record, and then you create. Now we have again vehicle ID here. Do we have any other occurrence of vehicle ID in the other tables? In customer details we don't have anything, but here we have vehicle ID. Again you link the two and then enforce referential integrity and then create. Now here is the primary key invoice number. Do we have any occurrence of invoice in these other tables? We don't have, and that means we are done with creating relationships in a table. So close, and that's how you get the 3 marks here. The next question is create model form, sales form, and customer form to be used to enter data in the 3 tables, and it has only 3 marks, meaning it is very simple job. Therefore, to do it, I'm going to show you a very simple method. click one of the table like customer detail. Then from there go to create and click form, and the table will be automatically inserted. Save it as the name given by the examiner. This is customer. This is customer form. This is method 1 of creating the form, easiest of all. Method number 2, click the second table, go to create, and now do not use form. You can use the other method like form wizard, and we add these fields, all of them. Then next, can choose one of these layouts here, justify all of them, they are okay, columnar. Then next, the name of the form should be this is sales form. So this is sales form. Then finish. That's how you design form using form wizard. Method 2. Method 3, we use form design, whereby we design a form from scratch, and this is a model form. You can just click here, add a label. You can just call it model form. Model form. Then from there now we can add the fields. So go to add existing field, show all tables, and the only remaining table here is we have customer, we have sales, but we don't have the stock. So it is the stock. Double click each, model description, country, this one here, and this one here. And from there now you can close the field list and try now to rearrange all of this. Okay, we start with vehicle ID, holding control, I select this one and this one, this one and this one, and now drag them at least to make sure they are well visible and well laid out. Then right click one of them, go to size and can choose to the widest so that all of them may be equal. Again, this applies to this one again, the same applies to the cities, and we need to extend the length of each like that, and also make sure there is a space in between the labels and the text boxes like this one here. Then again, we can also select these ones and go to format and bold them and increase the font size a bit to be 12. So, and again we right click, then about the size, make sure it fits. Then after fitting, again to size to the narrowest, then you can align them to the left or even right depending on how you want them to be. And then it else, and also bold the content inside here. For the heading, you can also increase the size to be 20 and center line it and underline it and change the font color. That's how you apply design. Then from there, what else can we apply? Let me push it upward a bit. You can also add another control by name button, that is button for saving. This button can be record operation and it is used to save record. You can now click and save, call it save, then next and then finish. Add another button for new, another button for new. So add new record and just click add, then next and then finish. So we can style for the buttons again by right clicking one of the buttons, by selecting them and then align them maybe to the top. Then now you can increase their sizes. For this button, you can also do something about it. Again, right click, size to the shortest is okay, then increase the height a bit. Now go to format and change shape to be rounded corners, styles to be, this one is okay, you're gonna change another one like this one and maybe apply some bold. Perfect. How does it look like? By if we go to form view, how it looks like. But you can also make it more interesting by adding a background, a rectangular background for the form. This here, rectangle, and draw it here. Want to apply some kind of box shadow like this, and then right click it, special effect, and apply this one with shadow. How will it look like? Amazing. This is the box itself. Now from there, another way we can also make this form look more beautiful is just click somewhere like here. Then by clicking here, go to property sheet, go to others, and pop up, you set it to be yes. And then after setting it to be yes, this is how it will look like. It will float here. Go back to design view. Now we want to save it. The name is model form. So go to back here and save our form as model form. So that's how we design a form. I have illustrated the three main methods of designing a form, either using direct method, wizard, or using the design view, or even using the form design tool. So the next question is set a validation rule and appropriate validation text for the quantity. We have validation rule and appropriate validation text for the quantity field so that it only accepts values between 0 and 10. So where do we have this quantity? Here is it. So we go back to design view of this table by right clicking the stock table, and then ensure you have checked quantity. Then from the validation rule, we have been told that it should be. So click validation rule and type greater than 0. And we have been told another condition is about it should be between 0 and 10. So it is greater than 0 and type the word and less than 10. Then appropriate validation text, you can just type input should be between 0 and 10. Save this one and go back again. We shall see how it will apply in the next question, whereby we're told use the three forms created above to enter the data below. So now there must be an order on how you capture data in a table. We have stock, customer, and sales. It means we cannot start with sales, because if you start with sales, which vehicle are we going to sell yet we haven't captured them, and which customer is going to buy them? So automatically that means we're going to start with stock table or customer table, then we end up with sales table. So any of the two will be okay. So before we forget what we're done in the stock, let us start with the stock table. You can close this and then open the M001, and this is Alpha Romeo. Then we have, this is from German, 1000. Here is 2000, and the amount is 1.350123. Input should be, what's the problem here? Oh, we made a mistake here. Input should be between 0 and 10, I understand. So going back to design view again, this stock, is it stock Amanigani? Yeah, it is stock. So we set cost to be between 0 and 10. This is not true. So this one should not be applied here. It should be applied in quantity field. So validation rule here should be like this, and the validation text should be here. Quantity should be here. Then we save, close, and redo again. So model, then open our is like this. I can start again. Again, this is V. This is AM001, and this is Alfa Romeo. This is German. Year of manufacture is 2000. This is 1350, and the quantity should be, if I say 22, you should get that error message as you have seen. So here it should be just 2. Then from there we save, and then we add a new one. We have M100, 100, and this is Ferrari. Then we have England. Then we have 1990, and then the cost should be 1950, and it's only 1. Then we save it. The next vehicle should be M110. This is Aston Martin. And this is in German. And the year is 2010. Then this is 2200, and the quantity is 1. Save. Do the same to the other one. ID is M223, and this is Jaguar, and this is Japan, and this is 1980, and this is 2100, and this is only 1. Save. Let us check. There's something I've added here. Aston Martin should be 3 actually. Quantity should be 3. I can save it and then go to the next, which is Jaguar, and then the last one was Cadillac. M202, and this is German again. This is 1990. This is 2 million, and they only 2. Then from there we save, and then we close this. Open the table to check. By checking the table, we find that the cost is not well visible. Double click the boundary and it will be clearly visible. Something to note about the cost. From our question paper, we don't have decimal places, but in this case we have decimal places. So go back to design view and check the cost, decimal places, and set it to 0. Save your work and go back again, and you will not be having these decimal places. So done with stock. And now the next table is, we are going to customer table. So using customer form, we can now feed the data here. So the customer ID 1 is 112211, and this is Peter James, and this is 10/02/2000, and this is the phone number will be 0711889922. So once you're done capturing this detail, you can use this button to go to the next one and type the ID again here, and you repeat the same process even for the sales until you are done. Therefore, I'm going to skip this part. I'll be typing in the background. So let us meet in the next question, which is which question is this? The next question is about query creation. So can you pause the video, do the typing, so that we may meet at the next question. So once you have the data for the 3 tables, you need to create a query. So the first method is using query wizard. Click OK. This query should give us vehicle ID. You can get vehicle ID from the sales details. So we have the vehicle ID. Apart from vehicle ID, we need also the description of this vehicle. So the description is from the stroke. We have model description. And then we have the customer name from the customers table, customer name, and the sale date from the sales details, like that. For vehicles manufactured in Germany and costing more than this amount of money. So for vehicles manufactured in Germany, you also need to add another stuff. That is, we also need to add the country of manufacture. So next, the name of this query should be GHighClass. Then we click finish, and this is the query we're going to have. But we only need vehicles manufactured in Germany. Therefore, to filter this, we check the intersection between the country of manufacture and the criteria, and you type the word German there, and then run this query. You'll be able to see only 3 records here. Then the other thing is, the other criteria is, and this vehicle should cost more than 1.5 million. We have the cost here. We have not added the field cost. Therefore, where can we get the cost? Here is it. So we can also add cost through the design view. Run the query and we're able to see all of them here. But we only need vehicles whose cost is 1.5 million and above. So from criteria again, since the question is, the keyword is and. So if we are told and, we make sure that the criteria is in the same row. So greater than 1.5 million, like that. If the question was or, we go to the next column, which is here. So save the query and then run it, and we're having 2 records. Only 2 cars cost more than 1.5 million. Done with that query. The next question is create a query named Q1. So again, Q1 query. We had used query wizard, now we're going to use query design. Add these tables, all of them, by double clicking each. And then once you're done, you can now close. The requirement is create a query named as Q1 to give VID. Here is it. And also customer name. Here is customer name. And year of sale. Where can we get the year of sale? And the year of sale. Here is it. For all the vehicles sold in the year 2023. First of all, let's save this query and save it as sales report. Now, Q1. Q1, then click OK. But the question is specific. It should be vehicles sold in the year 2023. So under the criteria and sales, type the term between, you can type the word between 01/01/2023 and 31/12/2023. Then save it. Here is the expression in full. In January 2023 and 31st December 2023. Save the query and run it, and you'll be able to see only 3 records here. So the other question is about creating a report. And in report, you can either use report design, blank report, or wizard. Let's go with the wizard. So for report, we need vehicle ID. You can get vehicle ID from the vehicle, from the stock. Apart from that, we need description of this vehicle. We need the sale amount. So the sale amount can be in the cost, and the customer name from the customer table. The report should display the total sales amount. So next, how do you want to view the table by customer, by stock? Which one is which? All of them are okay. Do you want to add any grouping? No need. Then any sorting? No need. And then you can set it as stepped portrait. The name of the report is sales report. So sales report, and now save it. Display total sales amount. That's what I'm going to show you how to do it. Totals of all of this. We go back to report design, and then there's this command under design tab, group and sort. From this new tab here, click more, and then check if you can see with no totals. Click the drop down arrow and then check total on what? It is on cost. The formula automatically should turn to sum, but if your data type for cost was short text, it will be just count. So check the data type in case you don't have sum here, and you want grant total. Then from there now we can check the report view again, and we'll be able to see it is 9.6 million as the total cost. Therefore, this marks the end of our video. If this video has been helpful to you, let me know through the comment section and even suggest what you'd like me to create next in the next upload. And again, I'll appreciate your likes and even subscribe if this is your first time. See you next time. Happy computing.